Chapter 471 Daoist Friend, does your good brother still need a younger brother? Fuck. It's the golden legend. When 100,000 golden armored soldiers walked out of the huge space crack, all the people in Tianhen sect panicked at this moment. Golden legend. No bitter tea seeds will be left wherever you pass. Do it. Zhu Kai, who was standing at the front, looked at the panicked expressions of the people in Tianhen sect below, and excitedly waved his hand, and directly issued a sweep order to the 100,000 golden armored soldiers behind him. The first fairyland. This is double-leafed ice grass. Which crazy guy rolled up more than 10 double-leafed ice grass and threw them here? On the way to Dongzhou, when Li Haoyang noticed a group of rare fairy grass on the ground, his eyes almost popped out of his head in shock. This is Green Frost Secret Stone. The power in this fairy ore is of great benefit to the immortals who practice ice-attributed techniques. Who threw it here? After walking for a while, when Li Haoyang picked up another fist-sized piece of rare fairy ore, he was stunned. A moment later. This is Puyuan Jin Du. This is Bing Gu Xian fruit. Along the way, when Li Haoyang picked up more and more things, he was almost crazy. He couldn't imagine who would throw so many precious cultivation resources and natural treasures into the wild. It's him. Soon, when Li Haoyang found that a burly man in front of him was throwing some precious cultivation resources and natural treasures on the ground from time to time, he thought about it and immediately chased after him. My fellow Taoist. These are extremely precious cultivation resources and natural treasures. Why do you throw them away? After catching up, Li Haoyang looked at the burly man and asked him. When he realized that the other party actually brought him an inexplicable sense of oppression, he was also shocked. Although his strength has broken through to the peak of the 9th level of the immortal tribulation realm, he dared to guarantee that the other party's strength is definitely stronger than his. Why throw them away? Because these are garbage. Why keep them? Hearing Li Haoyang's question, Xiao Baozi also explained with a nonchalant look. Garbage? You call these things garbage? After hearing the other party's explanation, Li Haoyang couldn't believe his ears. You know, many of the things he picked up were not even available in the Xuanchuang sect. You don't need to look at me like that. Because I have a good big brother. As long as I follow him to spend money, he will give me a lot of garbage every day. I will keep the useful ones and throw away the useless ones, otherwise my fairy ring will not be able to hold them. At this point, Xiao Baozi looked at Li Haoyang and continued, are there anything else? If you don't have anything, don't stop me from throwing away the garbage. If you like it, just pick it up. After that, Xiao Baozi no longer paid attention to Li Haoyang, and continued to throw all kinds of cultivation resources and natural treasures while moving forward. Is it true? There is such a good big brother in the world? As long as you follow the spendthrift, you will be rewarded with countless garbage every day? After hearing the other party's words, Li Haoyang was moved. Even if he picked it up, how much could he pick up? Just when Li Haoyang was about to catch up again, he suddenly stopped, then frowned and said, why does the other party say so much to me? And why do I always have a feeling that the other party is deliberately luring me into the trap? Bang! At this moment, Li Haoyang suddenly slapped himself, cursing in his heart, the opponent's strength is far above mine. If he really wants to do something to me, why would he use so many good things to lure me into the trap? Thinking of this, Li Haoyang quickly chased after Xiao Baozi, who had already gone far away. Dao Yu, please stay. After catching up with Xiao Baozi, Li Haoyang also took a deep breath, then looked at the other party and asked directly, Dao Yu, does your good big brother still need a little brother? Young Master Yi is really amazing. This is what he said about Taigong fishing, and those who are willing to take the bait will be caught. Hearing what Li Haoyang said, Xiao Baozi also pretended to be surprised and said, why, Do you also want to follow my good big brother to lose money together? Dao Yu. I do have this idea, but I don't know if your good big brother can give me this opportunity. Hearing Xiao Baozi's question, Li Haoyang also responded with a serious face. I can give you the chance. Because you are not the first person to ask me this question. But if you want to follow my good brother, the first condition is that you have to be a spendthrift. I am not talking about ordinary spendthrifts. And before you, thousands of people have been eliminated by my good brother. So, there is only one chance. Whether you can grasp it depends on you. Looking at Li Haoyang with a serious face, Xiao Baozi also reminded him. Isn't it just a spendthrift? Is it that difficult? Hearing Xiao Baozi's reminder, Li Haoyang also revealed a touch of surprise. However, after learning that there were already thousands of people like him who had made the decision to follow the other party's good brother, his concerns were reduced again. A moment later. Xiao Li. I really want someone to accompany me, so you must work hard. Finally, I remind you that when you follow the good brother, you must have a keen eye and find all opportunities to lose money. If there is an opportunity to lose money, you must seize it. If there is no opportunity to lose money, you must create opportunities to lose money. After arriving at a prosperous town, Xiao Baozi also reminded Li Haoyang. In the restaurant. Finally here. This time I will do a reverse operation and let the other party take the initiative to follow me to lose money. In this way, it will be much easier to complete the task. Standing at the window of the guest room on the second floor, seeing Xiao Baozi taking Li Haoyang into the restaurant, Yifeng also revealed a touch of pride. He felt that he was getting stronger and stronger in this aspect of losing money. Dong. 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 Soon, there was a knock on the door. Yifeng took a sip of tea and shouted, "The door is not closed, come in." Xiao Baozi. Who is this person? Seeing Li Haoyang following Xiao Baozi, Yifeng pretended to be puzzled and asked. Brother. I happened to meet him when I was throwing garbage outside. And he is just like those people before, he wants to follow the big brother, so I brought him back. Hearing Yifeng's question, Xiao Baozi also showed extremely superb acting skills and answered directly. Big brother. I am very talented in spending money, give me a chance. At this time, Li Haoyang felt that he should show it, so he looked at Yifeng and said. Yeah. Hearing Li Haoyang's big brother, Yifeng was also stunned. He had been thinking about how to lure the other party into the trap, but he forgot that the other party was the father of the master. Forget it. Don't think about it, let's complete the task and get the immortal pill first. At worst, we can talk about our relationship in the future. Thinking of this, Yifeng also looked at Li Haoyang and said, since you want to follow me, I can also give you a chance, but you have to pass the first test first. Tell me what kind of cultivation resources or natural treasures you want most. Chapter 472. No matter how good a son is, it is better to find a good elder brother. What kind of cultivation resources or natural treasures do you want most? I want the 9 nether snow lotus king, can you still give it to me? Hearing what Yifeng said, Li Haoyang also lowered his head and pondered. He didn't know whether he should say the 9 nether snow lotus king. He was really worried that after he said it, the other party would fall into an embarrassing situation. Big brother. What I want most is the 9 nether snow lotus king. After thinking for a while, Li Haoyang still spoke out his truest thoughts. Snap. Hearing what Li Haoyang said, Yifeng directly slapped a 9 nether snow lotus king on the table, and then said, this 9 nether snow lotus king is for you. How you want to use it depends on your mood. I'm just talking. Did you really take it out? Moreover, why does it feel like this 9 nether snow lotus king is like garbage in your eyes? This is the legendary 9 nether snow lotus king in ancient times. Looking at the black 9 nether snow lotus king on the table, Li Haoyang was completely stunned. This was different from what he thought. No matter how good a son is, it's better to have a good big brother. If I can get the 9 Nether Snow Lotus King by following a good big brother, why would I go to the East Continent Holy Land? After recovering from his shock, Li Haoyang's face also showed a touch of excitement. Although it was a test, the other party actually gave him a 9 Nether Snow Lotus King. How is it? Have you figured out how to use it? Seeing that Li Haoyang didn't respond for a long time, Yi Feng asked again. How to use it? It must not be used normally, it will cost a lot of money. You can give me a 9 Nether Snow Lotus King as soon as we meet. If I can really stay with my good brother, I will definitely take off. Thinking of this, Li Haoyang's brain began to work quickly. Suddenly, he seemed to think of something, and then looked at Yi Feng confidently and said, "Brother, this broken thing can be dissolved in water, so I want to take a bath with it. Little Botsy, go down and open another guest room, and then ask the shop assistant to prepare a bathtub." Hearing Li Haoyang's answer, Yi Feng suppressed his smile and directly gave orders to little Botsy beside him. A moment later. "Brother. Then I'll go take a bath first." When little Botsy came back after opening the guest room, Li Haoyang picked up the 9 Nether Snow Lotus King on the table and walked out of Yi Feng's guest room. It seems that the effect of the reverse operation is not bad. As long as this foundation is laid, within 3 days, he can definitely embark on the road of losing his family. Seeing Li Haoyang leaving, Yi Feng also revealed a smug look. "Young Master Yi. He has already started to squander his fortune, this should be considered a success." At this time, the 8-winged golden-eyed mad lion on the side suddenly looked at Yi Feng and asked. "It hasn't succeeded yet. He is just pretending to be indifferent. When he returns to the guest room and really takes a bath with the 9 Nether Snow Lotus King, I wonder how distressed he will be." Hearing the question from the 8-winged golden-eyed mad lion, Yi Feng also smiled and explained. He knew very well that if the other party was really prepared to defeat the 9 Nether Snow Lotus King and enjoy the happiness brought by squandering his fortune, he would have been recognized by the system long ago. In another guest room. "What to do? Do you really want to take a bath with it? It's my beloved little baby who can break the limit of my magical power." At this time, standing in front of the wooden barrel filled with water, Li Haoyang hesitated. He didn't know if he could pass the first test of his good brother. If he didn't pass it, it would be a waste of time. Hesitated for a long time. Li Haoyang gritted his teeth, closed his eyes, and threw the 9 Nether Snow Lotus King in his hand into the wooden barrel. Fuck. It's so comfortable. Walking into the bathtub, he felt his body being constantly tempered by the water that was fused with the power of the 9 Nether Snow Lotus King. The cool and numb feeling made even Li Haoyang exclaim. "What is enjoyment? This is enjoyment. But the price paid for this enjoyment is so high." After sighing, Li Haoyang thought of the price he paid for this, and a trace of pain appeared on his face again. Dong. 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 At this moment, a knock on the door suddenly sounded. "Who?" Hearing the knock on the door, Li Haoyang asked in a somewhat unhappy tone. "Xiao Li. It's me, Xiao Botsy. How's it going, did you hook up? Just soak that broken thing for a while, don't soak it for too long, the good brother is still waiting for you." Soon, Xiao Botsy's voice rang out from outside the door. Swish. Hearing Xiao Botsy's reminder, Li Haoyang also stood up from the bathtub, and then hurriedly said to Xiao Botsy outside with gratitude, "Thank you, brother Botsy, I'll go over now." Hearing the footsteps outside gradually fading away, Li Haoyang also showed a trace of relief, thinking in his heart, "I'm going to spend money, how can I enjoy it? Just like brother Botsy said, just soak this broken thing for a while." But when Li Haoyang put on his clothes again, looking at the wooden barrel that had been soaked for less than a minute, a bitter smile appeared on his face, muttering to himself, I really never thought that one day I would be so wasteful, I'm so wasteful. A moment later. Young Master Yi. I'm back. After returning to Yi Feng's guest room, Li Haoyang also said with a smile. Not bad. You took a bath with the 9 Nether Snow Lotus King, and only for such a short time. It's a real waste. So, congratulations on passing my first test. At this point, Yi Feng showed a serious look and looked at Li Haoyang and continued, in the next 3 days, you will stay with me. As long as you can satisfy me in these 3 days, you will pass my test completely and you can stay with me like Xiaobatzi. Brother. Don't worry, I will never let you down. Hearing Yi Feng's words, Li Haoyang also said confidently, and at the same time thought in his heart, it seems that the formal test has just begun. In the next 3 days, I must always maintain the mentality of a spendthrift. It's still early. Before it gets dark, let's go out and see if there is any opportunity to spend money. After hearing Li Haoyang's words, Yi Feng nodded with satisfaction, and then took Li Haoyang and Xiaobatzi out of the guest room. Beiqing District. Spendthrift. Where is the opportunity to spend money? At this time, following Yi Feng on the bustling streets, Li Haoyang was also observing the surroundings, looking for opportunities to spend money. Wait. At this moment, Li Haoyang suddenly thought of something, and then cursed inwardly, if there is no opportunity to squander my family, I can create opportunities to squander my family myself. Chapter 473 Mission Successful? What did Li Haoyang do again? Seeing Li Haoyang suddenly walk in front of him, Yi Feng also showed a trace of doubt, not understanding what the other party was going to do. Brother. You are a squandering rich man. How can I walk on this ordinary ground like everyone else? As he said that, Li Haoyang took out the top-grade fairy stone from his fairy ring, and then quickly laid out a 1-meter-wide fairy stone road. Fuck. This works. Walking on the fairy stone road laid by Li Haoyang, looking at the shocked and unbelievable eyes of countless immortals around him, Yi Feng couldn't help but exclaimed, this is the face that a prodigal rich man should have when he goes out. Boom. At this moment, Li Haoyang in front suddenly burst out with an extremely terrifying breath of pressure, and then looked at the surrounding immortals with indifferent eyes and said coldly, you can take away those top-grade fairy stones on the fairy stone road that my eldest brother has walked, but if anyone dares to take the fairy stone road that my eldest brother has not walked, don't blame me for being rude to him. Feeling the terrifying breath burst out from Li Haoyang, many immortals around him also showed a trace of fear in their eyes. They never thought that Li Haoyang's cultivation was so terrifying. An hour later. Fuck. More than 500,000 top-grade fairy stones are gone just like that. I'm so heartbroken. After returning to the restaurant, when Li Haoyang checked the remaining top-grade fairy stones in the fairy ring, he found that he had wasted more than 500,000 top-grade fairy stones in just a short while, and a trace of pain flashed in his eyes. Xiao Li. You did a good job just now. However, there is still a small flaw. If you use the top-grade fairy crystal to pave the way for me, it will be more perfect. At this time, Yi Feng also looked at Li Haoyang and said with a smile. Small flaw? It would be more perfect if the top-grade fairy crystal was used? Hearing Yi Feng's words, Li Haoyang couldn't believe his ears. He really wanted to say to Yi Feng, it's just a walk. The top-grade fairy stone is not enough. Do you need to use the top-grade fairy crystal? Here are 10 9 Nether Snow Lotus Kings. Use them casually. Don't have too many concerns. This is a reward for you, so whether you use it for cultivation or for a bath, depends on your mood. Just when Li Haoyang was a little depressed, Yi Feng's voice rang from the side. Stunned. Hearing Yi Feng's words, especially seeing the 10 9 Nether Snow Lotus Kings that Yi Feng put on the table, Li Haoyang was really scared. He never thought that he would get 10 9 Nether Snow Lotus Kings just by showing off a little. Who is my good brother? How could he have so many 9 nether snow lotus kings? They were hard to find even in ancient times. After recovering from his shock, Li Haoyang became more curious about Yifeng's identity. After a moment. Xiao Li. This is all normal operation of the good brother. He has a lot of good things in his hands. Maybe this 9 nether snow lotus king is a treasure in your eyes, but in the eyes of good big brother, it is garbage. As long as you work hard to squander your family, the benefits you will get in the future will be far beyond your imagination. Finally, I remind you that your performance just now is much better than those people before, so you must continue to work hard. In Li Haoyang's guest room, Xiao Baozi also looked at Li Haoyang and talked nonsense seriously. Seeing Li Haoyang suddenly get up and leave, Xiao Baozi also asked with a puzzled look, Xiao Li, what are you going to do? Ba Gu. I'm going to use this 9 nether snow lotus king to get a basin of foot washing water for good big brother. After that, Li Haoyang walked out of the guest room directly. Fuck. Isn't this guy too fast? Hearing what Li Haoyang said, the face of the 8-winged golden-eyed mad lion also showed a touch of surprise. The next morning, I had such a comfortable sleep. Yifeng woke up from his dream, stretched his body beautifully, and then checked today's prodigal products. Just when Yifeng was about to check the prodigal products, he suddenly found that his immortality pills had increased from 19 to 20, and his prodigal points had increased by 3 million points. This made him ask the system with a puzzled look, System, what's the situation with my immortality pills and prodigal points? Ding. Remind the host that the random task was completed last night. Random task completed? Helped Li Haoyang embark on the road of prodigal, and succeeded? After hearing the system's explanation, Yifeng was completely stunned. System. Did Li Haoyang do something again last night? After recovering from his shock, Yifeng also hurriedly asked the system. Ding. Last night, Li Haoyang not only used 9 nether snow lotus king to soak the host's feet, but also used the other 9 nether snow lotus kings to bathe several piglets. Ding. According to the system's judgment, Li Haoyang has successfully embarked on the road of losing money due to the influence of the host, the good brother. Hearing Yifeng's inquiry, the system also gave a direct explanation. Nanny? Bathing several piglets with 9 nether snow lotus kings? After listening to the system's explanation, Yifeng was stunned, and thought in confusion, this is the upper realm, unlike the lower realm where there are ordinary beasts, and when I was strolling on the street yesterday, I didn't see any stray piglets on the street. Where did Li Haoyang get these piglets? Little 8. Come over quickly. With doubts, Yifeng also took out the sound transmission stone and contacted the 8-winged golden-eyed crazy lion. Soon. When the 8-winged golden-eyed mad lion came to Yifeng's guest room, he first wiped the oil on the corners of his mouth with his sleeve, and then asked respectfully, Young Master Yi, do you have any instructions? Little 8. Did you know that Li Haoyang got a few piglets of fairy beasts last night? Yifeng looked at the 8-winged golden-eyed mad lion and asked directly. I know. I went out with him to buy those piglets. And after we bought them, we gave them a bath. By the way, those piglets are not ordinary beasts. Li Haoyang spent a lot of money to buy them. Hearing Yifeng's question, the 8-winged golden-eyed mad lion quickly answered. Huh? You bought them together, and then gave them a bath together? Not only that, those piglets are also worth a lot of money? After hearing the answer from the 8-winged golden-eyed mad lion, Yifeng was also stunned, and then asked, where are those piglets? Roasted. After hearing this, the 8-winged golden-eyed mad lion also responded directly. Roasted? First, they paid a huge price to buy them back. Then they were bathed with the water of the 9 nether snow lotus king, and they were roasted in the end? After learning about the tragic fate of those piglets, Yifeng was completely stunned. Chapter 474 Three Piglets Race, whoever is slower will be stabbed. Young Master Yi. We were going to give it to you first. But we thought it was our first time roasting and we didn't have much experience, so we took a piglet to practice. But we just ate it and it tasted really good. He is currently roasting the second piglet. With the experience of the first time, this time, it will definitely taste better. He will bring it to you when it is roasted. At this time, the eight-winged golden-eyed mad lion suddenly thought of something, then looked at Yifeng and explained quickly. Wait a minute. Since they are going to be roasted and eaten, why did you use the water of the 9 Nether Snow Lotus King to bathe them? After hearing the explanation of the eight-winged golden-eyed mad lion, Yifeng also asked with a puzzled look on his face. Mr. Yi. Speaking of this matter, I have to say that Li Haoyang is really thoughtful. According to him, bathing these piglets with the water of the 9 Nether Snow Lotus King can make the meat of these piglets more firm. In order to achieve this goal, the two of us bathed those piglets for 3 hours. Hearing Yifeng's inquiry, the eight-winged golden-eyed mad lion also explained again. First, I bought them at a huge price. Then in order to make the meat firm, I used the water of 9 Nether Snow Lotus Kings to bathe them for 3 hours. This is really a waste of money. After understanding all the circumstances, Yifeng finally knew why the system judged that the task was successful. Okay. I know about this, go find him first. No need to ask him to send it over, I'll come find you guys later. After letting the eight-winged golden-eyed mad lion leave first, Yifeng also checked today's wasteful products. Today's wasteful products, 10th grade 9th order Swift Wind Immortal Scroll * 10,000. 10th grade 9th order Swift Wind Immortal Scroll, after using it on an immortal or immortal beast, it can allow the other party to have the extreme speed of the 9th peak of the immortal god realm in a short period of time. The power of each immortal scroll can last for 1 stick of incense. That's it? After checking that today's wasteful products were just some immortal scrolls, Yifeng also lost interest. By the way, you can ask Li Haoyang later to see if he has any interesting wasteful ideas about these Swift Wind Immortal Scrolls. Thinking of this, Yifeng also smiled and left the guest room. Outside the city. This little piglet is so damn fragrant, the good big brother will definitely like to eat it. At this time, Li Haoyang looked at the greasy little piglet and couldn't help swallowing his saliva. This is the joy of wasteful. If you don't want to spend a lot of money to buy this quality of little piglet fairy beast. If you don't want to use the water of the 9 Nether Snow Lotus King to bathe them to increase the firmness of the meat. Then how can you eat such delicious food? Looking at the almost roasted little piglet, Li Haoyang felt like he had found the joy of wasteful. At this moment, Li Haoyang suddenly noticed that the sound transmission stone in his arms had a reaction. When he found out that it was his son Li Feng, he also released his consciousness to activate the sound transmission stone. Father! Where are you now? After activating the sound transmission stone, Li Feng's questioning voice first rang out from Li Haoyang's mind. Where do you mean? I'm not going. Hearing Li Feng's question, thinking that his prodigal son didn't think about him as his father after getting the 9 Nether Snow Lotus King, but instead thought about enjoying himself, he also pretended to be angry and responded. Huh? Not coming? Father, didn't you say that we should wait for you in the Holy Land, and then you would come here in person? Why didn't you come suddenly? After hearing this, Li Feng also asked with a confused face. Why do you have so many questions? I won't go if I say I won't go. Don't contact me all the time, I'm busy roasting piglets for my good brother. After saying that, Li Haoyang directly cut off the connection of the sound transmission stone. Good brother? Busy roasting piglets for the other party? Hearing Li Haoyang's last words, Li Feng was completely dumbfounded, and thought in confusion, when did my father have a good big brother? Why didn't I know? Mina. Why are you back again? This little piglet will be roasted soon, and I was thinking of sending it to the good big brother right away. Seeing the eight-winged golden-eyed mad lion coming back again, Li Haoyang also asked with a puzzled look on his face. No need to send it over. We just wait here, the good big brother will be here soon. Hearing Li Haoyang's question, the eight-winged golden-eyed mad lion also smiled and explained. A moment later, when Yifeng came here and tasted a roasted piglet, his eyes suddenly lit up and he said in surprise, the skin is crispy, the meat is firm, and it is fat but not greasy, leaving a lingering fragrance in the mouth. This piglet is roasted to perfection. Xiao Li. I have 10,000 grade 9, swift wind immortal scrolls in my hand. If I give them all to you, how are you going to use them? After eating for a while, Yifeng also looked at Li Haoyang and asked. Is this a small test from my good brother? Hearing what Yifeng said, Li Haoyang also pondered with a serious expression. Brother, we still have 3 little pigs left. Why don't we build a maze, and use all the swift wind immortal scrolls on them? Let them have a pig race. Whoever finds the exit of the maze last will be stabbed. Then let them race again. In this way, when all the swift wind immortal scrolls are used up, they can almost be put on the grill. After thinking for a moment, Li Haoyang suddenly thought of something and looked directly at Yifeng and expressed his thoughts. 3 shivering little pigs, if you want to kill or roast, give us a quick death. You are such a dog, do you know that you are a good brother? Huh. Xiao Li, your suggestion is good. After hearing Li Haoyang's suggestion, Yifeng's eyes lit up, and then he looked at the 3 little pigs tied up and not yet slaughtered. Xiao Li. Xiao Batzi. Let's hurry up and make a maze. Then, Yifeng looked directly at Li Haoyang and the 8-winged golden-eyed lion and said. A moment later. Hey. You 3, if you don't want to be robbed of all your bitter tea seeds, then hand over all your fairy rings. Just as Li Haoyang and Xiao Batzi built a small maze with large pieces of soil, a playful voice sounded from not far away. Golden Legend. When Li Haoyang saw the 3 men in golden armor walking towards them from a distance, he exclaimed with a drastic change of expression. What's going on? Is there a counterfeit of my golden legend? Seeing the 3 men in inferior golden armor in the distance, Yifeng also muttered to himself with a confused look on his face. Chapter 475, bringing out 5 million golden armored guards, you think you can't control the situation? Protect Big Brother. After recovering from this shock, Li Haoyang directly stood in front of Yifeng, and then quietly handed a precious fairy ring to Yifeng behind his back. Xiao Li, why are you giving me the fairy ring? Seeing Li Haoyang handing him the fairy ring with his hands behind his back, Yifeng also asked with a puzzled look on his face. Big Brother. This fairy ring contains 10 bitter tea seeds. My dear brother, and I will block their sight later, you hurry up and put them on. Hearing Yifeng's question, Li Haoyang also lowered his voice to explain. Is the deterrent power of the golden legend so terrifying? Hearing Li Haoyang's words, Yifeng was also shocked. He didn't expect that even a strong man of Li Haoyang's level would actually carry 10 bitter tea seeds with him. My dear brother. What are you doing? Come over and help Big Brother block it. At this time, seeing the 8-winged golden-eyed mad lion still standing there, Li Haoyang also shouted anxiously. Xiao Li. They are just 3 ants, why are you so nervous? Also, what golden legend did you just mention? What does that mean? Hearing Li Haoyang shout, the 8-winged golden-eyed mad lion also came over, but asked with a puzzled look. Mina. They are hiding their strength. Haven't you heard a saying, golden legend, wherever it passes, no bitter tea leaves are left? They are definitely the ceiling of robbers. Hearing the question of the 8-winged golden-eyed mad lion, Li Haoyang also hurriedly explained. So scary? After hearing Li Haoyang's explanation, the eight-winged golden-eyed lion quickly stood in front of Yi Feng, and then looked at the three people walking towards him with a very solemn look. That's enough. You two don't have to be so nervous. The three of them are fakes. The real golden legend is my subordinate. Would my own subordinates rob me? Looking at the man and the beast standing in front of him, Yi Feng also explained with a smile. Hearing Yi Feng's words, Li Haoyang turned his head and looked at Yi Feng, his eyes revealing an unbelievable look, and at the same time exclaimed in his heart, the golden legend is actually a subordinate of the good big brother. No wonder the good big brother has so many treasures, and he doesn't feel sorry for spending them. It turns out that they were all robbed. Xiao Li. Today I will show you what the real golden legend is. Also, I have another interesting idea. The speed at which we consume the Gale Immortal Scroll should be doubled. After saying this, Yi Feng said directly in his heart, System, let Yi bring some golden armor guards over. On the other side. Big brother. Our outfit is really intimidating, look how scared we are by those three guys. At this time, among the three men walking towards Yi Feng and his group, a one-eyed man excitedly said to the eldest brother beside him. Second brother. I told you a long time ago, if you follow the eldest brother, you can eat 9 meals a day. Just looking at this outfit, anyone who sees it will be confused. After hearing the words of the one-eyed man, the leading eldest brother also said proudly. Big brother. It has to be you, we can't think of it. Just when the third brother beside him wanted to flatter the eldest brother, the sky above suddenly tore apart, and a huge endless crack appeared in everyone's sight. Fuck. I only asked Yi to bring some golden armor guards, how many did he bring? When Yi Feng saw Yi walking out of the huge space crack with millions of golden armor guards, he was stunned. Fuck. Is this the golden legend? But this is different from the rumors. In the rumors, isn't there only 100,000 golden legends? Seeing the millions of golden-armored soldiers in the sky like golden clouds covering the sky and the earth, Li Haoyang was almost scared to death, and his heart was even more devastated thinking, facing such a huge golden legend, if they really want to attack me, 10 bitter tea seeds will not be enough for them to grab. Good boy. I must be a good boy. I thought that one-armed madman was already very scary, but the countless golden armored troops, each of them brought me the same fear as that one-armed madman. When did the outside world become so scary? The eight-winged golden-eyed mad lion on the side was also shaking with fear. It never thought that the forces behind Yi Feng would be so scary. What the hell? Didn't the three of us brothers just pretend to be a golden legend? Even if they really want to settle accounts with us, they don't need so many people. On the other side, looking at the countless golden armored troops in the air and feeling the terrifying pressure released by the other side, the leader was going crazy at this time. He really wanted to ask the millions of golden armored troops, do you think too highly of the three of us brothers? My lord. The three people on the opposite side are so powerful. I feel that these 5 million golden armored troops may not be able to calm the situation. Otherwise, I will let Yi bring another group of people over. At this time, Yi, who came to Yi Feng, also asked with a serious face. I asked you to bring some golden armor guards, but you brought 5 million? Bringing 5 million golden armor guards is fine, but now you tell me that you may not be able to control the situation? Are you so bored over there? Hearing Yi's words, Yi Feng's face was instantly filled with black lines, and then he said, there will be plenty of opportunities to come out and play in the future. The 5 million golden armor troops this time are enough. My lord. Yi understands. Then I will lead the 5 million golden armored troops to fight the 3 strong men. Hearing Yi Feng's words, Yi also showed a hint of disappointment, and then turned and flew into the air. 5 million versus 3? You call that fighting to the death? Looking at Yi who was leaving, Li Haoyang and the eight-winged golden-eyed mad lion looked at each other, and a gleam of light flashed in their eyes. They thought in their hearts, this time I have learned it. No matter what kind of opponent we face in the future, if we can fight in a group, we must never fight against the opponent alone. This is a kind of respect for the enemy. Come on. Fight to your heart's content. If you want to hurt my lord, then step over our corpses first. At this time, Yi, who flew into the air, also looked at the three people below and shouted directly. Fight to your heart's content? The three of us will fight to our hearts, content with you all? Hearing Yi's words, the three people standing below couldn't even hold their ears. Is this something a human can say? Chapter 476 What? Let's race with the piglets? Yi. Stop playing, I have something else to do. Hurry up and give one of you a knife, then you can go back quickly. At this moment, Yi Feng finally couldn't stand it anymore and shouted directly to Yi above. Swish! 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 Hearing Yi Feng's words, whether it was the three people on the opposite side or Li Haoyang and the eight-winged golden-eyed crazy lion, they all looked at Yi Feng with extremely terrified eyes. 5 million golden armored guards. One person chopped one knife? Is this to cut meat slices or mincemeat? 2F** King Scary. I didn't expect that the good brother, who looks so easygoing at ordinary times, would be so terrifying when he gets angry. At this time, Li Haoyang was really scared by Yi Feng's terrifying side, and then he made a decision in his heart, that is, he must never make Yi Feng angry in the future. Whoosh! 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 At this moment, the golden clouds in the sky formed by the 5 million golden armored troops began to shoot out golden light. After each golden light fell on the three people, it would immediately fly back into the sky. When Yi Feng, Li Haoyang, and the eight-winged golden-eyed mad lion saw this scene, it was like seeing a golden rain pouring down. The scene was extremely shocking. After an hour. My lord. After our desperate fight, we have successfully controlled the three strong men on the opposite side. If there is nothing else, we will go back first. At this time, Yi came to Yi Feng again, and then started talking nonsense with a serious face. Not bad. You did a good job on this matter. However, there is one thing I don't quite understand. The golden armors worn by the three people on the opposite side were chopped into pieces, but how come they have no injuries at all? Seeing that the three people were unscathed, Yi Feng also asked, curiously. My lord. Because we are worried that it will affect your business later. So, after each golden armor guard cuts once, they will help them heal their wounds, before leaving. Hearing Yi Feng's question, Yi also explained with a smile. Huh? One cut. Although your speed is amazing, we are the victims. Each of you cut 3 cuts on the 3 of us brothers. The leader, who had been numbed by the cuts not far away, was so angry that he almost cried after hearing what Yi said. It's okay for 5 million people to bully the 3 of them, but now they even say that 3 cuts are 1 cut. This is really bullying. Don't say I won't give you a chance to live. See this small maze in front? You go in together from the entrance. Whoever finds the exit last will be slashed by me. However, I won't heal your injuries. And this small maze competition should be repeated more than 1,600 times. Whoever is slashed 100 times can die. After Yi left with the golden armor army, Yi Feng also came to the 3 people and directly explained the rules of the next small game. Are you still going to chop us? Hearing Yi Feng's words, the mentality of the 3 people collapsed directly. They thought the nightmare was over, but who would have thought that the real nightmare had just begun? Master. If you want to kill us, then give us a quick death. Don't play with us like this. Everyone will die if they are chopped 100 times. Even if the 3 of us take turns to be the last, the three of us brothers can only survive 300 rounds, but you have to go through more than 1,600 rounds, which is hopeless. At this time, the leader also said to Yifeng with a broken face. Who said that there are only 3 of you contestants? See the 3 piglets tied over there? They are also contestants, and no matter how many times they are chopped, they will not be killed directly, but will persist until the end of the game. So, as long as the 3 of you can beat them, there is hope of survival. After hearing the words of the leader, Yifeng also explained with a smile on his face. We are going to race with the piglets? As long as we can beat them, we can survive. After hearing what Yifeng said, the 3 looked at each other and showed a confident smile on their faces. Apart from anything else, the 3 little piglets only had the strength of the 5th level of the earthly immortal realm, and although the 3 of them were also weak, they had the strength of the 8th level of the mysterious immortal realm. In terms of strength, they were completely crushed, so they didn't worry about losing to each other at all, even if they were competing in a small maze. So good at playing. I didn't expect that the big brother would be so good at playing. The 3 little piglets will definitely be roasted in the end, and the competition process will actually be no fun. But now there are 3 more of them, it's different all of a sudden. At this time, Li Haoyang on the side was also shocked by Yifeng's idea, and at the same time thought to himself, it seems that if you want to follow the good big brother, it's not enough to just spend money, you have to learn to make spending money more interesting. After a moment, when the 3 fake brothers and the 3 piglets all stood at the starting line of the maze entrance, Yifeng directly threw the fairy ring containing 10,000 Swift-Wind Immortal Scrolls to Li Haoyang. After Li Haoyang checked the Swift-Wind Immortal Scrolls in the fairy ring, he also understood and looked at the 3 people and the 3 pigs and said, for the fairness of the game, I will use a 10th grade 9th level Swift-Wind Immortal Scroll on each of you, so that the speed you burst out will be the same. What the hell is fair and just? It's just a small game, and you actually have to use the extremely expensive 10th grade 9th level Swift-Wind Immortal Scroll? Do you have to play so wastefully? Hearing Li Haoyang's words, the 3 fake brothers, who were originally full of confidence, looked at him with an unbelievable look. When they saw that Li Haoyang really took out 6 pieces of the Swift-Wind Immortal Scroll from the Immortal Ring, they were really panicked. Then, when they looked at the 3 piglets next to them again, their faces gradually became solemn. At this moment, they finally began to face their opponents. Buzz. 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 Just as Li Haoyang was about to use the 6 Swift-Wind Immortal Scrolls on the 3 fake brothers and the 3 piglets, the sound transmission stone in his arms suddenly reacted. Li Feng. Are you done yet? Didn't I say, don't bother me if you have nothing to do? My human pig race is about to start, and my good brother is still waiting to watch. After activating the sound transmission stone, before Li Feng could speak, Li Haoyang cursed directly, and then directly cut off the connection of the sound transmission stone. Xinghuan Holy Land, Wuji Peak, inside the temple. Ollie. Something bad has happened, my father seems to be crazy. Looking at the lost sound transmission stone, and thinking of what his father had just said to him, Li Feng shouted directly to Huli beside him. Chapter 477 Big Brother, I am actually the leader of a small sect, crazy? Uncle is crazy? Li Feng, what happened? Hearing Li Feng's words, Huli also asked, in confusion. I don't know where a good big brother came from. My father is going crazy now, calling me a good brother all the time. The scariest thing is that he not only roasted piglets for that good brother himself, but also helped with the human pig competition. None of this is normal. Hearing Huli's question, Li Feng quickly told her everything. Stunned. After hearing what Li Feng said, Huli was even more confused, and then looked at Li Feng and said, why don't we go find Uncle and see what's going on? No. I don't even know where he is now. At this point, Li Feng suddenly thought of something, and then looked at Huli and suggested, why don't you go find Qianxue and ask her to help ask Xiaotang? Don't bother Sister Luo. I heard everything you said. Don't worry, your father is fine. Not only is he fine, he's fine now. When Huli looked at Luo Qianxue who was practicing cross-legged, Yi Xiaotang, who was not far away, suddenly spoke out. Huh. Hearing Yi Xiaotang's words, Li Feng was relieved, but he was still confused. Who is this good brother that my father mentioned? Brother. The game has been played for 100 times. However, there is a small problem. Although they are forbidden to use their spiritual sense, the three fake brothers still know the situation of the maze. In terms of IQ, they are much better than the three piglets, which makes the current competition lose some fairness. At this time, Li Haoyang came to Yi Feng and told him about the situation he found. System. Let Xiaobai come out. Hearing Li Haoyang's words, Yi Feng directly gave the system an order. Peng. As a space crack appeared in everyone's sight, a figure flew out from the crack. Xiaobai. I'll fight you. The one-armed madman who got up from the ground was about to continue fighting with Yi Xiaobai, but he suddenly noticed that he was blasted to the outside world by Yi Xiaobai. My lord. After recovering from his shock, Yi Xiaojian looked at Yi Feng with respect and shouted hurriedly. Fuck. This is the one-armed madman who played me around. Look at his bruised face now, who on earth could beat him like this? The eight-winged golden-eyed mad lion on the side was so shocked by the one-armed madman's current appearance that his eyes almost popped out. In his heart, the other party was absolutely invincible. Xiaojian. Aren't you following the dogs? Why did you go back and get beaten like this? At this time, Yi Feng also looked at Yi Xiaojian with a puzzled look and asked. My lord. The dogs are sleeping. I was thinking of going back to give Xiaojiao a beating, but who would have thought that Xiaobai would find out and chase me to give him a beating? Yi Xiaojian explained with embarrassment when he heard Yi Feng's question. At this time, Yi Xiaojian suddenly sensed Yi Xiaobai's breath, then looked at Yi Feng and said quickly, My lord, brother go, and the others seem to have woken up, I'll go find them first. After that, Yi Xiaojian soared into the sky and disappeared from everyone's sight in the blink of an eye. Xiaojiao is still too rare. Xiaojian is running around with the dogs, and he can still think of taking time to go back to find him. Looking at Yi Xiaojian, who was leaving, Yi Feng shook his head helplessly. My lord. You're looking for me? At this time, when Yi Xiaobai walked out of the space crack, he first looked for Yi Xiaojian, and found that he had left, so he came to Yi Feng with regret and asked. Do you see that small maze? Set up a formation inside so that the soil blocks inside can change their positions at any time. Looking at Yi Xiaobai who came to him, Yi Feng also directly expressed his thoughts. Master. This is unfair. It's our ability to know the location of the maze. You suddenly want to add a formation inside, which is unfair to us. The leader who heard all this also mustered up the courage at this time and looked directly at Yi Feng and expressed his thoughts. Swish. 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 After slashing the leader with a long sword 3 times, Yi Feng looked at him and asked, What did you just say? Master. What I want to say is that for the fairness of the competition, a formation should be added to the maze. Otherwise, our victory is really not glorious. Looking at the 3 sword marks on his body, the leader changed his words very tactfully. You really follow your heart. Li Haoyang and the 8-winged golden-eyed wild lion heard what the other party said and said in unison. Half an hour later, the leader died tragically under the 100th knife. An hour later, the other 2 also died tragically under the 100th knife one after another. Brother. Although there are only 3 piglets left now, there are not many remaining Gale immortal scrolls. They should be all defeated in half an hour. After the 3 died, Li Haoyang also came to Yi Feng to explain the current situation. Very good. Let the 3 little pigs run freely in the maze. As for the 3 corpses, deal with them quickly. Remember, in the future, if you encounter an immortal who dares to impersonate the golden legend, just one word, kill. After hearing Li Haoyang's words, Yi Feng also spoke indifferently. He didn't want some rotten fish and shrimp to ruin the reputation of his golden legend. By the way, Shaoli, I don't know your identity yet. Are you a casual cultivator? At this time, Yi Feng suddenly thought of something, and then pretended to be puzzled and looked at Li Haoyang and asked. Brother. To be honest, I am the leader of a small sect. Hearing Yi Feng's question, Li Haoyang thought about it and still told his true identity. The leader of a small sect? You call the top sect, like Xuanchuang sect, a small sect? Hearing Li Haoyang's words, Yi Feng was also shocked. He didn't expect that the other party could talk nonsense so seriously. Shaoli. If you have this identity, I'm afraid it's not convenient to be with me. Taking a deep breath, Yi Feng also began to compete with Li Haoyang in acting. Convenient. Very convenient. Brother, to be honest, I have actually passed the position of the leader to my son. Fearing that this reason would make him unable to pass the test, Li Haoyang also hurriedly explained. Li Feng, when did you pass it to me? How come I didn't know? Chapter 478. Although you two are human beings, you really don't do anything human. Huh? You have passed the position of the leader to your son? Does your son know about this? Hearing Li Haoyang's answer, Yi Feng also revealed a look of confusion. He never thought that Li Haoyang would lie without even thinking, just speaking out loud. In that case, congratulations, you passed the test, follow me in the future. After recovering from his shock, Yi Feng looked at the nervous Li Haoyang and said with a smile. Passed the test? The test lasted for 3 days, and I passed it in less than a day? Hearing what Yi Feng said, Li Haoyang couldn't believe his ears. After recovering from his shock, Li Haoyang also showed a touch of excitement, and then looked at Yi Feng and said, Brother, don't worry, I will definitely stay by your side and make a good fortune in the future, and I will never let you down. Hey! Although I have accepted a good younger brother, and he will definitely become a disciple of the prodigal in the future. But what should I do after returning to the Holy Land? Thinking of Li Haoyang's identity, Yi Feng also smiled bitterly and talked to himself. Ding! Congratulations to the host for completing today's waste product. You will be rewarded with 1,000 waste points, 1 immortality pill, and a large piece of black thunder dragon stone. At this moment, the system's reward prompt sound suddenly rang in Yi Feng's mind, which also meant that all 10,000 wind immortal scrolls had been consumed. Black Thunder Dragon Stone, a legendary immortal mine from ancient times, it has unimaginable benefits for immortals who practice thunder attribute skills and lightning-related magical powers. Huh. Finally a good reward. After learning about the situation of the Black Thunder Dragon Stone, Yi Feng also revealed a smile. He didn't care about the effect of the Black Thunder Dragon Stone. He cared about the large piece marked behind it. Although Li Haoyang has been recognized by the system, but I feel that he needs more opportunities to perform. Thinking of this, Yi Feng looked at Li Haoyang and said, Shaoli, I have a large piece of Black Thunder Dragon Stone in my hand, and I am ready to give it to you. Do you have the confidence to handle it well? Black Thunder Dragon Stone? Brother, there is actually the legendary Black Thunder Dragon Stone in your hand? That is a legendary special fairy ore that can rival the 9 Nether Snow Lotus King. Hearing Yi Feng's words, Li Haoyang also revealed an extremely shocked look. He knew that Yi Feng had a lot of good things in his hands, but he would take out this kind of legendary treasure in ancient times at any time. Who can stand it? Brother. I do have a good way to deal with it, but there may be some selfishness. After thinking for a moment, Li Haoyang also expressed his thoughts. Oh. Tell me about it. After hearing this, Yi Feng also asked curiously. Brother. There is a dominant force in the first immortal realm, called the Tianhen Gate. If you ask who in the upper realm wants to get the legendary Black Thunder Dragon Stone the most, it must be the Tianhen Gate. And I have some personal grudges with the Tianhen Gate, so I want to destroy this large piece of Black Thunder Dragon Stone in front of countless Tianhen Gate Masters, especially the Tianhen Gate Master. I want to make them vomit blood. Hearing Yifeng's question, Li Haoyang also expressed his thoughts. I just asked Zhu Kai to rob the Tianhen Gate with the golden legend. Are you going to cause trouble again? Can the people of the Tianhen Gate withstand it? After hearing Li Haoyang's idea, Yifeng was stunned at first, and then a smile appeared on the corner of his mouth. When dealing with enemies, nothing is more interesting than secondary damage. Of course you can. I'll protect you, they won't dare to touch you at all. But I'm curious, how do you want to destroy this big piece of Black Thunder Dragon Stone in front of them? After knowing Li Haoyang's idea, Yifeng also asked, curiously. Brother. That's easy. The Black Thunder Dragon Stone contains extremely special lightning power. It's okay to absorb the lightning power normally, but if you pour other attributes of power into the Black Thunder Dragon Stone, the lightning power inside will be chaotic, and then it will explode by itself. In this way, not only can they see the Black Thunder Dragon Stone being destroyed, but they can also hear a noise. Hearing Yifeng's question, Li Haoyang also hurriedly said his solution. Detonate the Black Thunder Dragon Stone? And hear a noise? After that noise, Tianhen will probably disappear directly, although he didn't know how powerful the self-detonation of the Black Thunder Dragon Stone would be. Yifeng dared to guarantee that when his large piece of Black Thunder Dragon Stone exploded, an extremely terrifying mushroom cloud would definitely appear. Xiao Li. I have one last question, that is, if this Black Thunder Dragon Stone explodes, will the power it explodes be strong? Yifeng thought about it, and then looked at Li Haoyang and asked. Strong. It's so damn strong. However, if it's just a large piece, even if it is detonated, the power fluctuation that explodes should not be that strong. At this point, Li Haoyang thought about it and added, Brother, this is what I saw in the secret book. I'm afraid you can only know the specific power after you really try it. After listening to Li Haoyang's words, Yifeng did not continue to ask, but directly took out a fist-sized Black Thunder Dragon Stone from the system space, and this fist-sized Black Thunder Dragon Stone was just the tip of the iceberg of a large piece of Black Thunder Dragon Stone. Come on, detonate it. After saying that, Yifeng put the Black Thunder Dragon Stone in his hand on the ground, and then quickly retreated 100 meters. Is this the legendary Black Thunder Dragon Stone? I never thought that one day I would be able to detonate it. This is really a waste of money, but it's so exciting. At this time, looking at the Black Thunder Dragon Stone on the ground, Li Haoyang also put his right hand on it with an excited look, and then poured the ice attribute fairy power in his body into it, a few seconds later. Brother! Cover your ears, it's going to explode. Sensing that the lightning power in the Black Thunder Dragon Stone was becoming more and more chaotic, Li Haoyang also ran towards Yifeng with a big laugh. Fuck. How did you get here? You have to hold the Black Thunder Dragon Stone and let it explode in your hand. If you don't bear the power, how can we know the power of its self-explosion? Seeing Li Haoyang running over, Yifeng was stunned at first, and then shouted directly to the 8-winged golden-eyed wild lion not far away, Xiao Bazi, go over and pick up the Black Thunder Dragon Stone. Based on your strength, see how powerful this thing is when it explodes. Xiao Li is playing. Yi Xiao is laughing. As a result, I, a spectator, was left to be bombed? Hearing Yifeng's words, the 8-winged golden-eyed mad lion was stunned. Looking at the two people covering their ears in the distance, it finally couldn't help but complain in its heart, although you two are both human, you really don't do anything human. Chapter 479, Sect Master, it's bad, the golden legend is coming again. With a deafening explosion, a mushroom cloud 10 meters high and mixed with lightning appeared in the sight of Yi Feng and Li Haoyang. Fuck. So fierce. Seeing the mushroom cloud flashing with lightning in the distance, the two of them also showed shocked expressions and exclaimed together. You know, what just exploded was just a fist-sized piece of black broken thunder dragon stone. Soon. The eight-winged golden-eyed mad lion, whose hair was blown up and whose body was still flashing with lightning, walked out of the mushroom cloud formed by lightning. Brother. This thing is too fucking powerful. It's no exaggeration to say that if there are 10 pieces of such large black broken thunder dragon stones, once they are detonated, as many strong men of Shao Li's level as many as they can be killed within a range of 20 meters. Coming in front of Yi Feng, the eight-winged golden-eyed mad lion also told him what he knew. Hiss. Hearing this, both Yi Feng and Li Haoyang couldn't help but take a breath of cold air. You know, Li Haoyang has a terrifying cultivation base of the 9th peak of the immortal tribulation realm. He is definitely a strong man at the top of the pyramid in the upper realm. But even so, only 10 fist-sized black broken thunder dragon stones are needed to easily kill him into slag. Shao Li. This black broken thunder dragon stone is quite fierce. Are you sure you want to play like this? After recovering from his shock, Yi Feng also looked at Li Haoyang and asked. Play. Brother, it's just a big piece, it's okay. Hearing Yi Feng's words, Li Haoyang said indifferently. In his opinion, the fist-sized piece just now should be a small piece. How big can that big piece be? Hey! You really don't know anything about the big piece I mentioned. After hearing Li Haoyang's answer, Yi Feng didn't explain anything, because he also wanted to see how explosive the scene would be if a big piece of black thunder dragon stone was detonated. Li Haoyang didn't know how big the black thunder dragon stone he was going to detonate would be when he arrived at Tianhen Gate. A moment later. Young Master Yi. Although Shao Li didn't notice it, I just noticed a situation. That is, every time you say a big piece, your tone is a little heavier. How can I know how big that big piece is? When Li Haoyang went to roast the remaining 3 piglets, the eight-winged golden-eyed mad lion came to Yi Feng and asked, curiously. Xiao Bazi, I didn't expect you to notice this. It's okay to tell you, actually my big piece isn't that big, only 1,000 meters high. Hearing what the eight-winged golden-eyed mad lion said, Yi Feng also showed a touch of surprise. He didn't expect that the eight-winged golden-eyed mad lion would actually notice this detail, and then told it the specific size of the big piece. Not very big, only 1,000 meters high? That's a fucking mountain. Hearing Yi Feng's words, the eight-winged golden-eyed crazy lion was stunned. Thinking back to the power of the fist-sized black thunder dragon stone self-explosion, it couldn't imagine how terrifying the self-explosion of the 1,000-meter-high black thunder dragon stone would be. If it had to describe it, it could only be described in 4 words, that is, destroying the world. Roast the piglets, roast the piglets. Roast one after another, and there is only one left. Sloppy King's ditty. At this time, Li Haoyang, who knew nothing, was still humming a ditty while roasting the piglets. When he noticed that the eight-winged golden-eyed crazy lion suddenly came to his side, he smiled and said, Eight-winged brother, are you waiting impatiently? It will be roasted soon. Little Li. You are a ruthless person. After hearing Li Haoyang's words, the eight-winged golden-eyed crazy lion said this. I'm a ruthless person? My dear, I just wanted to make a scene for the Tianhen sect, so I'm considered a ruthless person? Hearing the strange words of the eight-winged golden-eyed mad lion, Li Haoyang asked with a puzzled look on his face. Roast the little piglet well. Hearing Li Haoyang's inquiry, the eight-winged golden-eyed lion did not explain anything. Instead, he patted the other party's shoulder and turned to walk away. At the same time, he thought to himself, you are going to send away all the people in Tianhen with this one sound. Isn't this a ruthless person? 5 hours later. Brother. We will soon reach Tianhen. Should we ask your subordinates to come out and calm down the situation? Less than 10 miles away from Tianhen, Li Haoyang also expressed his thoughts to Yifeng, who was walking with people. We have to find someone to calm down the situation. Hearing Li Haoyang's proposal, Yifeng also nodded in agreement. However, the calming down he mentioned was to suppress the self-explosion of the Black Thunder Dragon Stone, not to suppress the scumbags of Tianhen. System. Let Yi Er bring some people out this time. Don't bring out so many people this time. Thinking of this, Yifeng directly gave an order to the system. As Yifeng finished speaking, a huge space crack that tore the sky appeared above the two people and the beast. Damn! How many more have they brought out? Seeing this huge space crack, Yifeng's face was instantly filled with black lines, and when he saw the huge golden armor army that appeared and formed a golden cloud that covered the sky again, he was really going crazy. My lord! Yi Er is here. When Yi Er came to Yifeng, he also shouted respectfully. After taking a deep breath, Yifeng looked at Yi Er and asked, Yi Er, didn't I say not to bring so many people? How many people did you bring? My lord. I really didn't bring as many as Yi. He brought 5 million golden armored guards, and I only brought 4,999,999 people. Hearing Yifeng's question, Yi Er also hurriedly explained. Haha. Hearing Yi Er's explanation, Yifeng also laughed dryly. For this explanation, he was speechless for a while, because he really didn't bring one person. Tianhen. Master. Something bad is going to happen. The golden legend is here again. And, this time, there are dozens of times more people than yesterday. In the main hall of the sect, Lei Lin, who was wearing a grass skirt, was so shocked that his eyes almost popped out when he heard this. Then he cursed, the golden legend is simply too much. Yesterday, they looted the sect and there was not even a bitter tea seed left. As a result, we just wove a grass skirt with leaves and weeds today, and they are here to rob it again? A moment later, when more than 100,000 members of the Tianhen sect gathered together in grass skirts, looking at the golden clouds covering the sky, everyone's eyes revealed a trace of despair, but even so, they couldn't help but use their hands to tightly grasp the only remaining grass skirt under them. Chapter 480. You said you would settle the score later, but you are going to wipe out our entire sect? Master. How did we offend the golden legend? They just robbed us yesterday, why are they here again today? At this time an elder standing next to Lei Lin asked in a panic. You ask me, who should I ask? Before Lei Lin finished speaking, he saw a familiar figure in the air, and then said in a panic, it's over, it's Li Haoyang, the golden legend is here to help him find a place. Crazy! Lei Lin was going crazy at this time. He never thought that Li Haoyang, who had always been controlled by him, would have such a terrifying backer at this time. Lei Lin. What's going on with your Tianhen sect? No matter what, you are also one of the overlord-level forces. How come you are so poor that you all wear grass skirts? When Li Haoyang saw the more than 100,000 sect members of the Tianhen sect below, who only had a grass skirt on their bodies, he also asked with a puzzled look on his face. What is our situation? Why are we so poor that we have to wear grass skirts? Are you asking this question knowingly and deliberately humiliating us? Hearing Li Haoyang's words, Lei Lin was furious, but looking at the countless golden armored troops behind him, he suppressed his anger, and then smiled and explained, Master Li, the sun is scorching, we wear grass skirts just to cool down. Huh? The sun is scorching? Hearing the other party's words, and looking at the sun that was about to set, Li Haoyang also showed a bit of confusion. Little Li. The sun is about to set. Hurry up and do your work, we still have to find a place to rest after that. At this time, Yifeng on the side urged directly. Brother. Then let's get started quickly. You take out that big piece of black broken thunder dragon stone directly. As he said, Li Haoyang fell directly below. With the support of the terrifying golden armored army, he didn't believe that Lei Lin would dare to attack him. Lei Lin. We'll settle our accounts later. I came here today to tell you one thing, that is, the black broken thunder dragon stone is real. And next, I will destroy the black broken thunder dragon stone you dream of in front of all of you. I will use my own power to directly detonate the black broken thunder dragon stone. After saying that, Li Haoyang also looked at Yi Feng with excitement. Noticing Li Haoyang's gaze, Yi Feng also understood and directly took out the large piece of black broken thunder dragon stone in the system space. Boom! With a loud noise, the ground began to shake violently. At this time, everyone looked at the huge black broken thunder dragon stone that was 1,000 meters high with horror. Fuck! What the hell is this? This is a mountain, and you call a mountain a big piece? After recovering from his shock, Li Haoyang looked at the huge black broken thunder dragon stone in front of him that he needed to look up to, his eyes filled with disbelief. Li Haoyang, this bastard, doesn't even think about lying. We'll settle our accounts later. But he turned around and sent all of us from the Tianhen sect away. When did he become such a dog? Seeing the huge black broken thunder dragon stone in front of him, Lei Lin no longer thought about why the other party had this legendary special fairy mine, nor did he think that the other party not only had it, but it was so big. He was only thinking about one thing now, that is, if this big guy really exploded, their Tianhen sect would definitely be razed to the ground in an instant, including the more than 100,000 sect members of their Tianhen sect. Gulp. At this time, Li Haoyang also swallowed his saliva, then looked at Yi Feng with an unbelievable look and asked, "Brother, is this the big piece you mentioned?" "Yes. Just a big piece. As long as you are satisfied with the explosion this time, I will make you a super large piece, or even a super large piece next time. Let's continue to explode." Seeing Li Haoyang's unbelievable look, Yi Feng also explained with a smile. If you are satisfied with the explosion this time, I will make you a super large piece, or even a super large piece next time? How big would it be? Hearing Yi Feng's words, Li Haoyang's breathing became rapid. He really wanted to say to Yi Feng, "Brother, this is the legendary black broken thunder dragon stone, not the broken stone that is everywhere on the street. If you do this again, my cognition will be wrong." After taking a deep breath, Li Haoyang tried to calm himself down, then looked at Yi Feng and said directly, "Brother, there are several problems now. First, it may be difficult for me to detonate this large piece of black broken thunder dragon stone. Second, if the detonation is successful, I am afraid that Tianhen will disappear completely. Third, I am afraid that we can't withstand the destructive power brought by the self-explosion of this large piece of black broken thunder dragon stone." Hearing the three questions raised by Li Haoyang, Yi Feng also smiled and said, "Don't worry, I have a lot of top-level elixirs to restore immortal power. You just need to output with all your strength. As for the complete disappearance of Tianhen, let them disappear. Anyway, you have grudges. Why should you be kind to the enemy?" At this point, Yi Feng pointed to the nearly 5 million golden armored troops in the air and continued, "With them here, the power generated by the self-explosion of the black broken thunder dragon stone can't hurt us." After a moment. Buzz. 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 Just as Li Haoyang was eating handfuls of pills that could quickly restore his immortal power, and at the same time, he was pouring all his ice-attributed immortal power into the large piece of black broken thunder dragon stone in front of him, the sound transmission stone in his arms responded again. "Li Feng. Are you annoying me? I'm busy firing, why the hell are you always contacting me?" After activating the sound transmission stone, Li Haoyang cursed directly, and then cut off the connection of the sound transmission stone again. Xinghuan Holy Land, Wuji Peak, Holy Temple. Master Xiaotang. Is my father really okay? I have only contacted him 3 times in total, either he was roasting piglets or busy with some human pig race, and now he says he is busy firing. This is not normal. Looking at the sound transmission stone that was cut off again, Li Feng also looked at Yi Xiaotang with concern and asked. Don't worry. This is definitely the most glorious moment in your father's life. So, don't worry about anything. Hearing Li Feng's question, Yi Xiaotang answered seriously, and then thought to herself, if he can do something normal when he is with my lord, that would be abnormal. On the other side. My lord. Look, we're out now, why don't we do something first? At this time, Yi Er also came to Yi Feng and asked.